Alright, take two. I'm refilming this. I did this yet. I filmed it did it yesterday and filmed it yesterday, and I didn't like the way that a couple of things I said sounded, and actually made a misstatement. So anyway, I figured I'd go ahead and redo it and put it up this afternoon. And these are, I got genesis of the conversation. These are mostly mustard, not mustard greens. I have to look it up. Oh, you're doing good today. Collard greens. Should know these. Anyway, these are all collard greens. I've got a bunch of other cabbage that I got from my feed store about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I probably had 11 or 12 flats full of greens of various sources and sorts, and so mostly cabbage and some collard greens. And so I planted the collard, and based on a conversation I was in this week, that's why I'm showing collard greens. I was on a YouTube group, or not YouTube, Facebook group, and I was somebody had asked, how much rabbit manure can you put into pots or something like that and grow food out of, grow plants, what plants could you grow? And my answer was rather simple. It was basically you can grow most vegetables, most garden type vegetables that we think of, you can grow them in 100% rabbit manure without any trouble at all, and they will do well. So these got planted yesterday in 100% rabbit manure. Now at the bottom of this one there was about an inch of mulberry leaves that I had in there because I was planning on using these anyway. And this one has about this one and this one have probably an inch of briars on the bottom of them. And so there's about an inch of briars, and then the rest of it is rabbit manure. Now in that rabbit manure there is also some vines from kudzu from this year and other stuff that they didn't quite manage to eat. And my dogs are after rats. I have one dog that's an extremely good ratter, but she is rather destructive. Anyway, so the conversation was, what can you grow? And I had one or two people, I said, yeah, I can grow anything in 100% rabbit manure that I would. I had to chase the dogs out. They really want a rat. I don't know where the rat is, but they like to destroy things in the process of catching them. Okay, I had a couple of people ask, why would you ever consider, planting in 100% rabbit manure? And my answer is relatively easy to that question. They grow well, which is answer number one. And my second answer is that I have dug out at least 50 gallons of rabbit manure in the last few days. And that is at least 50 gallons of rabbit manure, in a container, in just the last few days. I need to clean the cages. I need to clean the bottom of the ramps again, and I'm planning on putting some more rabbits in here on ramps. So I'm going to have a lot of rabbit manure. So why would I consider doing it? Because I got a lot of rabbit manure and the stuff grows good in it. Anyway, just my reason for doing it. And like I said, these things are about 20-something gallons. They're 20-something gallons, and I filled up 3 of them here. And I've got another one over there that I filled about halfway up. And I got a couple of more that I'm planning on filling up. And I'll still have rabbit manure. So we are raising a lot of rabbits. And anyway, I'll come back to this later on in the year. Now we could get a real cold snap. Right now we're not. We're in Georgia. We're actually short sleeves. And it's just before January 1st. That'll be this weekend. And it's a lot of, we could get it, but it's unlikely, and we probably will just grow these things fine. They handle a decent amount of cold, and we don't have to fiddle with them at all. It's one of the reasons why they grow cabbage in a whole bunch of different parts of the country, and it's a staple. Ours got in late because I just quit working. I just quit driving a truck not that long ago, and just now I'm having time to work on it. My grass out here that we planted for the rabbits is in very serious need of cutting. And I need to get out here put some knees on or something like that and cut about 10 5-gallon buckets full, which I could do without much trouble and not even get over the other half of the garden. So anyway, just a short video, and if you enjoy this sort of thing, I would ask you to subscribe and watch, and I will be posting over the next several weeks how it's growing. And if we pick some greens and eat them, I'll show that. My raised bed up here is at least half rabbit manure now, and might be even a little more than that. And the same with the other raised bed I have. It's right around half rabbit manure already. And I'm planning on building one more, hopefully two more, in the next few weeks. And when I do, I'm going to fill them with rabbit manure. So anyway, rabbit manure is a well buffered, and it does have a lot of nitrogen, but the nitrogen is buffered, and the plant can use it at its own pace, not just get flooded in, which I think is one of the reasons why people confuse rabbit manure with a hot manure. So anyway, got some lettuce that still wouldn't hurt to pick, although a lot of it's getting a little bit old. So I like the red romaine better. It did much better for me last year, but I couldn't find any this year. Next year we will have some of both. Anyway, I'll let this go, and if you enjoy this sort of thing, I'd ask you to subscribe, and thanks for watching, and watch for the next parts on this. Bye.